Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy King Killer back here today with another video. Thank you guys for dropping by. So in today's video, we are going to be taking the last 10 players selected #1 overall in the draft and putting them all on one team and seeing if this team is good enough to go 82-0 in a single season. So what's good, everybody? I hope everybody is having a great day today as we are back on 2K with another 82-0 challenge. And this time we are going to be using the last 10 #1 overall picks. So starting with the 2022 first pick, we have Paolo Banchero. 2021 was Cade Cunningham. 2020 was Anthony Edwards. 2019 was Zion Williamson. 2018 was DeAndre Ayton. 2017 was Markelle Fultz. 2016 was Ben Simmons. 2015 was Karl Anthony Towns. 2014 was Andrew Wiggins. And then I did go ahead and I did not put the 2013 first overall pick in Anthony Bennett, just because obviously he is not in the game. So I had to go 1 year back, and I ended up going to the 2012 draft and picking up Anthony Davis. And yeah, we have a stacked team. There's a reason these guys went #1. So yeah, we have all these players on one team. Now it's time to go ahead and set the lineup. Alright, so for the start of season #1 with the #1 overall pick squad, we got Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. Off the bench, we got Paolo Banchero, DeAndre Ayton, Markelle Fultz, Andrew Wiggins, and Ben Simmons. Taking a look at system proficiency for this team, we have balance at 4 stars, and we also have 7 seconds at 4 stars. So I think I am going to go ahead and choose that. And then taking a look at some of these shot tendencies, Anthony Davis can go ahead and go up to like a 95. Zion could go down a little bit to like an 85. Karl Anthony Towns can stay at an 80. Anthony Edwards could definitely go up to like an 80. He could go up to like a 90. Paulo could go down a little bit to like a 75. Cade Cunningham could go down a little bit to a 75. Ayton can go up a little bit to a 70. It's actually pretty crazy that he was only at a 65 shot tendency. Fultz can definitely drop down a little bit to like a 70 as well. Wiggins could go up. Again, Wiggins is only at a 65. That's pretty crazy. And then Ben Simmons can go ahead and stay at a 60. So I am just lowering a lot of these guys just because I don't want like everybody taking like 20 shots a night. So I do want to go ahead and have some people kind of lead the ways with like Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Zion. So we are going to go ahead and leave it like that. And yeah, so I have a good feeling that we are going to go maybe not 82-0 in the first season, but I feel like we will get pretty close. So we are going to go ahead and simulate the first 3 games. We do win game 1, lose the second, and we win the third, and we lost by 10 points to the Hawks. Okay, that kind of hurts. All right, so taking a look at the first game of the season, we did go ahead and beat the Pistons by only 9 points. AD with 29, 7, and 4, and then Zion with 17, 5, and 3. The second game of the season, we did end up losing to the Hawks. Young had 37, Edwards with 28, and Zion with 20, and we did lose by 10. And then in the third game of the season, we blew out the Boston Celtics 21 points. Paulo with 24 and 7, Anthony Davis with 23 and 8, and Zion with 23 and 6. Alright, so since we did lose 1 game, the best we can do is going 81-1. But I kind of feel like we are going to obviously lose a couple games. I feel like we won't probably hit it until the second or maybe third season. So we are going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season #1. Alright, so taking a look at the All-NBA teams, because I did accidentally go ahead and skip the season awards, my bad. But taking a look at the All-NBA teams, do we get anybody on here? Maybe a Zion, Anthony Davis? No, we do not get anybody. Taking a look at the all-defensive team, maybe? No, we do not get anybody either. And taking a look at where we finished, I want to say, I don't know. Honestly, I want to say we went like 72-10. That's going to be my guess. And we ended up going 71-11. So not bad. Obviously, we do have the best record in the NBA. And we were 12 games, only 12 games better than the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so the Hawks actually came to play this season. Did they add anybody else? No, I guess they're just really good in 2K. Oh, actually, no, they did bring back Tim Hardaway Jr., but obviously that's not really a difference maker. Or maybe it is because they did go 59-23. But 71-11, not too bad. And then taking a look at the player stats for the season, Zion led the way with 19 and 6 with 4 assists as well. AD with about 18 and 8, which is actually pretty crazy because I did give him the highest shot tendency. Anthony Edwards with about 16.5 points. Paulo with about 13.5 and 5. Karl Anthony Towns with about 13.5 and 5 as well, with also 4 assists. Not bad. Cunningham with about 11.5 and 6 assists. DeAndre Ayton with about 11 and 6.5. Fultz with about 10 and 5.5 assists. Wiggins with about 10, and then Ben Simmons with about 6, 3.5, and 4. So I mean, not bad, not bad, but definitely I think this team can go better next season. So we are gonna go ahead and simulate the play-in tournament, and we are gonna go ahead and simulate the playoffs. Hoping maybe we could go 16-0 in the playoffs, as we do lose the first game against the Bucks. We lose 2 games to them, sweep Boston, and we lose to the Atlanta Hawks. No way, we just lost to them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Trae Young is their Eastern Conference Final MVP. That's actually pretty crazy. I didn't expect for them to actually beat us. We lost the first game in overtime by 2 points. Second game we lost by 8. Third game we lost by 17 points. The game 4 we ended up winning by 22, and then game 5 we lost by 2 points. Okay, so they kind of low-key embarrassed us, I'm not gonna lie, but we are gonna go ahead and simulate the rest of the season, and the Hawks end up winning the championship. Okay, so who would have thought the second game of the season, when we lost to the Hawks, who would have thought we were gonna be losing to the future champions of this year? So we are going to go ahead and obviously run it back with this team, because I'm not going to be satisfied until we go 82-0. So I will catch you guys at the start of season number 2 with the new rotation. Alright, so for the start of season number 2, this is what the rotation is looking like. We got Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Zion, AD, and Karl Anthony Towns. Off the bench, we got Paolo Banchero, DeAndre Ayton, Markelle Fultz, Andrew Wiggins, and Ben Simmons. Taking a look at system proficiency for the team, we did go ahead and get a new coach, so we are going to go ahead and leave it at 7 seconds. And then taking a look at some of the shot tendencies, I think I want to go ahead and lower ADs to about like a 90. Zion could go ahead and get like a 97. Anthony Edwards could go ahead and go down a little bit to like a 90. And actually, we are going to go ahead and lower AD to like an 85. Cade Cunningham could stay at 80. Paulo could go down a little bit to like a 75. DeAndre Ayton could go down a little bit to like a 70. Cat could go down a little bit to a 70 as well. Fultz can go down to like a 65. Wiggins could go up a little bit to a 70. And then Ben Simmons can go up a little bit to a 60. So I'm hoping this kind of fixes like the scoring problem that we had. Well, not really a problem, because I know there is a lot of scores on this team. So not everybody's going to average like a certain amount of points. So I know like nobody's really going to probably average over 20 points, because there are a lot of bucket getters on this team. So we are going to go ahead and simulate the first 3 games of the season. Hopefully we can start off 3-0 this time. We win the first game, we win the second, and we win the third. Okay, so we do start off 3-0. We win the first game against the Spurs by 10 points. Zion with 31, AD with 18 and 10. The second game, we barely win by 9 against the Mavericks. Do they even have Kyrie? No, they didn't even re-sign Kyrie, and we only won by 9 points. But AD with 28 and Edwards with 26. And then in the third game, we did blow out Miami by 30 points. Edwards with 29 and AD with 23, 7, and 5. So kind of hoping we could do it this year, but I mean, I don't know, maybe we struggle a little bit. I'm gonna say we end up going like, I want to say 82-0, but I kind of know that's not gonna happen, so I'm gonna say like 75-7. Yeah, we're probably gonna go like 75-7. So we are gonna go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 2. Alright, so at the end of season number 2, Darius Garland winning MVP, Victor Wembanyama winning Rookie of the Year, which I don't think makes sense, because I think I might have accidentally loaded the wrong draft class for the first year or the second year, because Victor's not supposed to be a rookie. He should have been last year, so my bad for that. Cole Anthony winning 6th man, Giannis winning Defensive Player of the Year, and then Tyler Hero winning Most Improved. Taking a look at the All-NBA teams, do we get somebody on here? I highly doubt it. We do not get anybody. What about an All-Defensive team? We do not get anybody, which is kind of weird, because we are a team full of first overall picks, and a lot of these guys are still really good, so that's kind of weird to not see anybody. But taking a look at the standings and where we finished, I want to say we went something like 75-7. I don't know, I just have a crazy feeling about that, so we are going to go ahead and see 73-9. Okay, I was kind of off, but we did do better than last season. We won 2 more games. The Cleveland Cavaliers won 69 games. Okay, they almost had a 70-win season with this team. They must love the Cleveland Cavaliers. They added Max Strus, Josh Hart, DeMarcus Cousins, Cody Zeller, Justice Winslow. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. How many points? Well, I mean, Darius Garland did win MVP, 28.5 points with over 12 assists a night. Mitchell with about 29 points as well. Okay, this duo is amazing. You see they averaging over 28 points. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy though. They almost won as many games as us, and we have a team full of nothing but #1 overall picks. Boston with 52 wins, and you see Atlanta, the defending champions, going 51-31. But obviously we did have the best record in the NBA. So taking a look at the player stats for the year, seeing who led the way, we had Zion with about 22, 6, and 4. Anthony Edwards with about 18 points, almost 4 rebounds, and about 5.5 assists. AD with about 16 and 8.5. Cunningham with about 15 and almost 8 assists as well. Paolo with about 12.5, 5 and almost 4. Then we got Aiden with about 12 and 6.5. Towns with about 11.5 and almost 6 rebounds. Then we got Fultz with about 8 and 4.5 assists. Wiggins with about 7.5, and then we have Ben Simmons with about 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. So definitely, I think this next season has to be our best season. We have to try to beat 73-9. I would like to go 82-0, but if we can't do that, I would like to definitely try to get maybe like 75 wins, or at least close to 80 wins. So we are going to go ahead and simulate the play-in tournament real quick. Maybe we go 16-0 in the playoffs right now, as we do go ahead and sweep Philly. We're playing the Hawks. We do beat them, and we do advance to the finals, even though we went to 7 games against the Boston Celtics, who swept the 69-win Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, this was actually a crazy game. We did win game number 1, Zion with 27, AD with 23. Game number 2, we blew them out by 36 points, Zion with 28, Edwards with 24, and AD with 21 and 10. Game number 3, we ended up losing, AD with 23, Cunningham with 22. Game number 4, we lost by 2 points, Cunningham with 22 and Williams with 27. Game number 5, we did end up losing, so we did go down 3-2. Zion with 22 and Cat with 20. Game number 6, we ended up blowing them out by almost 40 points. Zion with 41 and 12. Paulo with 18, 4 and 4. And then game number 7, we did end up winning by 9. Paulo with 25 and Zion with 21. So we are facing the Jazz in the finals, and are we gonna win? Yes, we do. We go ahead and win in 5 games. Zion is your finals MVP, averaging 29.5 points and about 5 rebounds and 5 assists. So at least we have a championship under our belt, but it is not the point of the video. We have to try to go 82-0. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll catch you guys at the start of season number 3. Alright, so for the final season of this video, I have Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Zion, AD, and DeAndre Ayton all getting 30 minutes. Then we got Paulo with 24, Cat with 22, Wiggins with 16, Fultz with 16, and then Ben Simmons with 12. Taking a look at system proficiency for this team, 7 seconds is 4.5. Is anything better than that? No, it is not, so we will go ahead and stay at 7 seconds. And then taking a look at the shot tendencies, I think I want to go ahead and lower AD to about like 82. Zion could go ahead and go up to a 99. Why not? Cade Cunningham could go up to like a 90. Edwards could drop to like a 95. Paulo could drop to like an 80. Drop him down to like a 70. He's fine at a 70. Fultz could go up to like a 65. Wiggins could go up, and then Ben Simmons could go up 1. So I'm hoping we get, like I said, close to 82-0, but I do really want to hit 82-0. I'm just not too sure if we are going to be able to do it with this team. So we are going to go and simulate the first 3 games, and just like that, we do start off 3-0. So we do beat the Cleveland Cavaliers by 13 points. We had Edwards with 29 and Zion with 22. The second game of the year, we do beat the Celtics by about 30 points. Zion with 26, and then Paulo with 24. And then we do win against the Philadelphia 76ers, Zion with 21, and then Cade Cunningham with 20. So starting off 3-0, we just got to go ahead and win 79 more games in a row. So we are going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 3. Alright, so taking a look at the end of season number 3, Luka winning MVP, Justin Edwards winning Rookie of the Year, DeJounte Murray winning 6th Man of the Year, Giannis winning Defensive Player of the Year, and then Jarvis Walker winning Most Improved. Taking a look at the All-NBA teams, I doubt we get anybody on here because we haven't gotten anybody for the whole video. And then same thing with the All-Defensive team, I don't think we get anybody on here. And taking a look at where we finished, I'm going to say for the final season, I'm going to say we went 78-4. Let me know down below in the comments before I do show you. Let me know what you guys think we went. 3, 2, 1, and we ended up going 74-8. Okay, I kind of thought we would have done a little bit better, and I believe that is a better record. Yeah, 70. Yeah, we did win 1 more game than we did last season, so not too bad. I mean, I kind of was expecting a little bit more, I'm not gonna lie. Then we do have Atlanta with 57 wins, and then we got Cleveland with 53. And obviously we were the best team in the NBA. Taking a look at the player stats for the season, we had Edwards with about 19.5 points. We had Zion with about 19, Cade Cunningham with about 18.5, Paulo with about 15, AD with about 13.5, Cat with about 12, Aiden with about 11.5, Wiggins with about 9, Fultz with about 8, and then Ben Simmons with about 5. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was expecting a little bit more from this team, but we are gonna go ahead and simulate the playoffs, at least win a championship this season, and maybe try to go 16-0. So we are gonna go ahead and simulate as we do sweep Charlotte. Now we're taking on the Boston Celtics. Come on, I'm gonna need a big game, and no, we do win, but we do lose one game. Okay, facing the Atlanta Hawks once again in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we sweep them this time. Cade Cunningham is your Finals MVP, and then we are facing the Jazz, so we are gonna go and simulate. And just like that, we end up going 16-1 in the playoffs. Anthony Edwards is your Finals MVP this time. Not bad, not bad. I was hoping we could have gone 16-0, but hey, 16-1, I would definitely take that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We on the road to 1K, and we so close. So if you guys could go ahead and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. But anyways, that's going to do it, and hopefully I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe. Peace.